Do you consider yourself a Yu-Gi-Oh! Expert just because you've watched all the episodes of the anime? Well, I hate to break it to you, but you might be far from truly understanding the game. In reality, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime is full of absurdities and cheats. The characters frequently ignore the official rules, inventing effects, breaking norms, and pulling off unbelievable tricks. Let's start with the protagonist, Yugi Muto. Besides being the king of games, he was undoubtedly the series' biggest cheater. He often activated cards illegally, altered their effects, and even used abilities that defied the basic rules of the game. One of the most famous examples is the Heart of the Cards. This was nothing more than a cheat disguised as a special power. Essentially, Yugi manipulated his deck to always draw the card he needed, whether it was in his duel against Kaiba, when he drew Exodia, or in other crucial moments. Another classic form of cheating in the anime was the constant modification of card effects. It wasn't just Yugi doing this. Nearly all the duelists, Kaiba, Joey, Bakura, and others, used cards with altered effects or simply made up new rules. In one episode, Yugi used monster multiplication in a ridiculous way, creating an infinite number of Kiribos to protect himself, something that could never happen in a real game. He also manipulated the effect of the Dark Magic Curtain card, summoning more monsters than the rules allowed. One of the most iconic cheats occurred when Yugi destroyed the moon during a duel against Mako Tsunami. He used the Giant Soldier of Stone to destroy a spell card, which in itself didn't make any sense within the game's rules. But somehow, this affected Mako's aquatic monsters, weakening them. The absurdity was so great that the game creators even tried to fix the situation by creating an official card called Attack the Moon, but they still couldn't justify the cheat. Additionally, Yugi not only altered card effects but also illegally activated trap cards. A notable example was the use of Quick Attack. This card was supposed to be placed on the field and could only be activated in the next turn, but Yugi ignored this basic rule. In the duel against the Rare Hunter, he activated it immediately to prevent his opponent from completing Exodia. Later, he did the same against Kaiba, banishing Obelisk the Tormentor directly from Kaiba's hand, something that would be impossible by the game's official rules. Another classic cheat involved the Time Wizard. In the anime, Joey used this card to turn Baby Dragon into Thousand Dragon without properly performing a fusion. But it doesn't stop there. In a duel against Yugi, the card was supposed to destroy the Dark Magician, yet instead, the Dark Magician became stronger, evolving into the Dark Sage. This absurd move was justified by the idea that years had passed during the duel, allowing the Dark Magician to gain experience. To make things even more outlandish, this Dark Sage could activate magic cards that weren't even in Yugi's deck. And who could forget the duel against Kaiba, where Yugi fused a Zombie Mammoth with a spell card? This completely disregarded the fusion rules, which should only apply to monsters. But Yugi managed to do it anyway to defeat Kaiba's Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, reducing its attack points to 0. This is yet another example of Yugi manipulating the rules to win. Lastly, we have the peak of all cheats, Infinity +1. In his duel against Darts, both monsters had infinite attack points, which should have resulted in a draw. However, Yugi invented the concept of Infinity +1, securing his victory in a duel that, mathematically, should have been unwinnable. In summary, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is full of absurd moments where the rules were constantly bent to make the story more dramatic. Yet, despite all these cheats, the anime remains a nostalgic classic beloved by many. Now, tell me, do you have any other unforgettable Yu-Gi-Oh! Cheats that stuck in your memory? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and click the bell to be notified of new videos. See you there.